Kemi that is today announcing, she did not even have to earn her citizenship. Are you guys see the irony here? You are not just a beneficiary of this immigration and its policies. You are chief beneficiary at this point. You are a chief beneficiary. Her mom went to the UK, gave birth to her, brought her back to Nigeria. Somebody that went to international school. Yeah, talking about taking your child to school. Like, you didn't even attend a public school. What do you mean taking your child to school? Sis, you're trying to dissociate yourself as much as you can. I'm not behind anybody. When it comes to this, I am not standing with anybody. I'm not saying I'm African. I'm not saying I'm Nigerian.
Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, I hope you will stay and you will join the family. Hi guys, for me to come out of my sabbatical, this is my AWOL without leave that I've been on, which I apologize for dearly, guys. You have to know that it's serious business, because I just had to come out here and give my own 2 cents. Because what? How quickly people forget. Like, you see this, our mind, it just forgets everything the moment things starts to get sweet. Or is it that she's not forgetting, but she's just trying to please some people, which is going to bite her in the bum at the end, I can assure. Anyways, guys, let's just get right down to it, okay? So Miss Kemi Badenoch has come out on behalf of our party to talk about the plans that they have for immigration in Britain, in the UK, whatever I want to call it, right? And I'm going to play the clip for you guys. But in a nutshell, Mrs. Badenoch, is saying that in order for you now to, get your indefinite leave to remain, to naturalize, like to finally get your citizenship, you not only need to have lived in the UK for 15 years, you also need to be in a particular tax bracket. You also need to be among the high income earners in the country. Now, nobody's saying you shouldn't have laws for immigration. And this is not because this does not affect other people. After all, this law is not targeted to Nigerians alone. But there is a reason why we have to talk about it. So first of all, let me play the clip for you guys and then we'll come back.
Britain is our home. It's not a hotel. It's time to tell the truth on immigration and propose real plans to do something about it. I want to reduce immigration and make living here actually mean something. We need to change the way our immigration system works. So I'm announcing that the Conservative Party is going to do the following things differently. 1. If you want to stay in our country permanently and apply for indefinite leave to remain, the time you have to live here before you apply will increase from 5 years to 10 years. 2. You will have to be a net contributor with a high enough salary, especially if you want to bring family members with you. And if you've got a criminal record, you're banned. 3. If you've claimed benefits or need social housing, you can't even apply. 4. We will increase the time before you can apply for a British passport from 12 months to 5 years, meaning it will take a minimum of 15 years to start an application. 5. If you enter this country illegally or outstay your visa, you will be banned from ever gaining leave to remain or a passport. These changes, on top of a strict numerical cap on numbers, will constitute the most robust changes ever made to our immigration system. Lower numbers, secure borders, and an immigration system that finally works for the British people. This is another step in our plan to control our immigration system. If you agree, join us and let's get it done.
Now, guys, before I even start to dissect this, let us first learn about Miss Badenoch. Like, what is her history? How did she become a citizen in the UK? So, it says Olukemi, later shortened to Kemi, Olufunto Adegoke, was born on January 2nd, 1980 in Wimbledon, London. London. Her mother had traveled from Nigeria to the UK to give birth in St. Teresa's private hospital. Guys, listen, pay attention. Before the British Nationality Act of 1981 abolished automatic birthright citizenship for those born in the United Kingdom, and then returned to Nigeria shortly after Badenoch was born. Guys, let me make sure I rephrase that for you guys. So, Badenoch's mother was not living in the UK. Her parents were not living in the UK. Her mother was living in Lagos, Nigeria, right? And then she traveled giving birth to Kemi in the United Kingdom. Why? Because at this time, any child born in the United Kingdom had automatic citizenship. Fortunately for Miss Kemi, this was abolished just a year after she was born. And so the Nationality Act, the British Nationality Act of 1981 is what now made it impossible to become a British citizen just by being born in the UK. But up until 1980, this was what was happening. If you were born in the United Kingdom, up until 1980, you had automatic birthright citizenship, whether your parents live in the UK or not. And Miss Kemi is a beneficiary of this because her parents did not live in the United Kingdom. She was born in the United Kingdom. And then her mother returned to Nigeria with her right after she was born. Right after she was born. Right? Let me continue. Badenoch denied claims she was an anchor baby and asserted that her family did not know she was in fact eligible for a British passport until she was a teenager. You lie, Miss Kemi. You lie. You lie. Okay? Mommy did not travel from Nigeria all the way to the United Kingdom to give birth to you, not knowing that you would have citizenship. Can we do away with that nonsense? Let me keep going. So it says Badenoch spent her childhood living in Lagos, Nigeria, and the United States. So she shuffled between Nigeria and the US, where her mom was a professor, lecturer, something like that. So before I go on, first of all, now let's talk about Miss Badenoch's upbringing. So Miss Kemi, that is today announcing with her party that in order for you to naturalize or to become a citizen in the UK, you need to have lived in the UK for 15 years, is someone who got a citizenship without having earned it. She did not even have to earn her citizenship. And it's not just that. Her parents were not even living. This is not about her now. Even her parents did not even live in the United Kingdom. Miss Kemi, her mother took her back to Nigeria right after she was born. So she had her citizenship by birth. Right? She only went back to the United Kingdom when she was 16 years old, at which time she had her citizenship already. Guys, is this clicking for you guys? Is this clicking for you? Are you guys seeing the irony here? This is someone that did not have to earn a citizenship, right? Her mom went to the UK, gave birth to her, brought her back to Nigeria. So they did not even have to stay back in the UK for her to get a citizenship or anything like that. I'm sorry that I'm reiterating this, guys, but it's just... Now, another thing that seems to be a pattern for Miss Kemi is also bad-mouthing her country. Now, again, as I always say, this is not about not being truthful. When you have to say things that are wrong about your country, you should, because that's the way the country needs to move forward. Because the first pass to, finding solution is acknowledging that there's a problem, So I'm not saying you shouldn't say that, but please, for Nigerians in the house, which of course make the largest part of my audience, hear what Miss Kemi had to say here, because I'm not understanding. Badenoch has described her background as middle class, sometimes taking your own chair to school. This is somebody that went to international school. Yeah, talking about taking your chair to school. Even those that did not go to international school never had to take that chair to school. Like, come on, sis. Come on, sis. What are you talking about? Taking your own chair to school. Like, you didn't even attend a public school. What do you mean taking your chair to school? Sis, come on. We get that you're trying to please white men that are in your party and that you work for, and you're trying to dissociate yourself as much as you can. I went as far as saying, I'm Yoruba, I'm not Nigerian or something like that. I don't even understand, trying to say, she does not have anything to do with those in the north where, this insurgency is taking place and stuff like that. What do you mean, sis? I wonder how people forget you as somebody who has benefited. You are not just a beneficiary of this immigration and its policies. You are chief beneficiary at this point. You are a chief beneficiary in the sense that you never even had to earn your citizenship. You didn't even have to earn it, right? Even people who earn their citizenship by obviously putting in the work, having stayed in the UK for a while, being upstanding citizens, working in areas that they are needed, like in healthcare and all of these things, just making sure that they have their foot in the door. I've still benefited from immigration. But compared to you, you are chief beneficiary at this point, Miss Kemi. You are a chief beneficiary of immigration. And so I feel like even if this is what your party had in mind for immigration, because again, all countries have their, they have the right, all countries have the right to make their immigration laws, all countries have the right to do what's best for them. But you, Miss Kemi, you should not have been the one to make that announcement. Like in your party, you should have allowed somebody else make that announcement. It shouldn't have been you. No, no, no. For all intents and purposes, it shouldn't have been you. Now, the funny thing is you think that this is impressing the white man. Like, oh, I'm not partial, even though I'm Nigerian, even though I've been able to, even though, I'm an immigrant or whatever, or my parents came here to give birth to me, when it comes to this, I'm not behind anybody. When it comes to this, I am not standing with anybody. I am not saying I'm African. I'm not saying I'm Nigerian. I am British first. Nobody should try to tie me to, oh, I am Nigerian. Do you think they're impressed? You think they're impressed? You think they're impressed? And for you, it's unfortunate because you can't do anything about this Nigerian blood running through your veins. Your children cannot do anything about it. And your children will pass it on to their next, and those who pass it on to their next, because that is what is running through your veins. And for you to sit down there and make this, or to decide that you are going to be the mouthpiece, you're not impressing them, sis. They are going to use you. And when they're done with you, go and ask Rishi Sunak. Go and ask him. Go and ask him how it's faring. Anyways, guys, let me say this. Because some people have also come out to say, this is also the wake-up call for us to fix our country, for us to do this to our country, so that our country too will be well. If our country is well, we will not need to go there. So we need to do this. Guys, listen. This is in no way saying endorsing that, oh, everybody needs to run away from Nigeria to the UK or to other parts of the world rather than fixing the country. Let us remember again that people from all over the world immigrate to different places. There are Americans living in the UK who have naturalized as citizens. There are Asians there. There are Canadians. There are Australians there. There are people from different parts of the world. Let us remember that. It is not always because, oh, my country is bad. It is not always because I'm running away from my war-torn country. People have always moved. Okay? People have always moved. And that would always, for example, I'm in Finland. I know Americans who are here because for the most part, education here is free. Do you know how expensive education is in the US? Americans are here right now because of the free education that Finland gives. They are here getting free education. If you're eligible for it, yeah, they are here getting free education. They're US citizens. So all I am saying is sometimes people move. It is not just because, oh, my country is terrible. However, is this a wake-up call for Nigeria to fix a country? Is this a wake-up call for Nigerians, for the politicians, for us to do better with our own country, so that if at all, wherever we go is no longer serving us, wherever we go is no longer welcoming us, wherever we go, we are no longer wanted there, home is still a great option to go back to? Yes, then that should be, yeah, we need to do better. Nigeria needs to be better so that whatever happens in other countries that we decide to go to, home would always still be a great option to go back to. Yes, I support that 100%. However, does this make what Mrs. Badenoch doing now decide, allowing herself to be used in this way, being the face for these people, like somehow trying to disassociate herself from a Nigerian heritage, from a Nigerian ancestry, saying all sort of things that honestly do not make sense to me for a 45-year-old politician that should be smarter than this. I don't really know, guys. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys make of this. Do not forget to leave your thoughts down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Also, do not forget to like the video so that it's recommended to other people. Support your girl, support this channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you watch the video up to this point and you still have not subscribed, what are you doing? Eh? Are you trying? Do you want me to kneel down and beg you? I will beg you. I will beg you. Anyways, guys, please subscribe to the channel and support your girl. And of course, I'll see you on the next one. I love you guys so much. Bye, guys.